Hey guys, back with another one. Narc Armor, aka Loyalty, or LT for short. Guys, I wanted to talk to you today about how the narcissist will always revert back to their abusive behaviors. Toxic people will always revert back to their abusive, underhanded behaviors. And one of the things I've been sort of pondering on and reflecting on, and on this channel, I like to talk a lot about reflecting, because when we have an opportunity to come out of this narcissistic fog, come out of these narcissistic relationships, come out of these narcissistic family situations, we have an opportunity to reflect on what actually happened, why it happened, and more importantly, why we were complicit in allowing it to happen, okay? And, because we missed red flags, or our boundaries. Our narc armor was not impenetrable, right? And we got to work on these things. Coming out of these situationships, we got to work on these things, learn and grow together, and get better together as a community, right? And that's the hope here, and that's what I want to do. And over time, we will build an active community. Trust and believe, all of those things are coming. More subscribers, more views will be able to position me to be able to expand things and do some things, to really engage the community on, not just on the YouTube platform, but potentially other platforms and things that I've got kind of ideas on that are in the early phases. But of course, we've got to accomplish a couple milestones. But back to the focus of this video. So if a toxic narcissist individual is going to revert back to their toxic behaviors, it had me reflecting on the notion of betrayal, right? Because chances are, a lot of people who have been in these relationships, situationships, marriages, long-term, quote-unquote monogamous relationships, you don't realize that it's inevitable when you're dealing with a narcissist that there's going to be a level of betrayal that's going to absolutely occur. It's not a matter, as they say, of if, it's a matter of when. When is it going to happen, right? And it's going to be associated with that discard, right? And, because a lot of us didn't know what a narcissist was, didn't realize the magnitude of the sinister, evil, demonic nature of these individuals, you were trusting, you cared, you gave, you did all the right things by this individual, only to get lambasted, char grilled, as I say down here in the South, or char broiled. And betrayal was always on the menu. Betrayal was always on the menu. The reality is this, guys. That toxic individual, it's like they have their own sort of like programming, right? Like we've got apps and things that we use on a day-to-day basis that are pre-programmed, and they have certain uses and utilities, right? Well, so does the narc in terms of their programming. They are programmed in a toxic manner to do toxic things. It's going to happen that they're going to look for other sources of supply. That is going to happen if it hasn't already happened. And frankly, if it wasn't already happening, we just didn't realize it, right? That kind of came with them when they came and entered into your life, right? So did all of their underhandedness, okay, and shamelessness, and doing the things that they did behind your back. That's just how they roll. And so they're always going to steer you down this path of belittling you, disrespecting you, talking down to you and behind you, and to the side of you, and in front of you, and diagonally from you. Okay? Slander is part of the equation as well. Slander is that smear campaigning, heading into the tee up, because they're teeing up the discard. And again, when you have time to reflect on these things, it starts to go, oh crap. This series of time, you'll remember well, all these things started happening, and you were kind of like, what's going on? Why are they distant? Why is this happening? Why are they acting some type of way? Why are they instigating these fights and then disappearing? Justification. They have to validate, and that's another thing. They could come to you and hoover you and get you trying to believe in the things that you had hoped for from back in the day, only to reel you in and abuse you twice as bad. Everybody says it because everybody knows it. Everybody's been through it. So that's why we continue to stress: no contact, gray rock. Stay focused. Stay focused on you. Pour into yourself, because they're pre-programmed that if they didn't get you the first time, that program just comes right back around. That script just plays back again, and it's all of a sudden, oh, I got to go after this target now because I didn't get to finish the job. So now I got to go back after trying to reel this target back in, playing all nice about it, and being crafty and underhanded and sly with it, when in the reality of things, they got no plans of doing nothing but playing you worse the second time, or the third time if you're that foolish enough. I think there's enough around social media and things and resources these days that you wouldn't go that direction. I would hope not. And hopefully you're subscribed here and you're getting my daily, bi-daily, week, several times a week messages on a variety of different topics. But they are programmed to seek and destroy, to betray, to lie, to disrespect, to manipulate, to gaslight, to future fake. These are all menus as part of their programming. Okay? And this is all going to play out regardless of whether they're reeling you in for the first time or trying to reel you in for a second second go at the circus, or the third time at the circus. It's all the same. It just gets worse. Sometimes you watch a movie and you're kind of like, didn't live up to my expectation or the hype around it, whatever. And then sometimes you watch it again and you're just like, yeah, it just could have been better here, it could have been better there, could have, you see kind of where the things were not ideal, in terms of what you had thought how the movie would play out. So again, if you already know that, then don't go back. But these pre-programmed, settings that come with the narcissist are really aimed at deploying. And what's actually really kind of sinister about these individuals is, if you think about literally like a program, like an app you use, sometimes it's like something happens, or it does, you click on a button, it does one thing, right? It's got one feature, it's got another feature. The app in the narcissist sense, it's like, all right, if I can't get him by if this person goes away because they found out that narcissist betrayed them, then the narcissist wants to try to do different hoovering tactics to get you re-engaged, to make it look like they're playing nice. If you're co-parenting with them, to make it look like they're trying, to do the right thing by everybody involved. That is not it. They're getting supply from those children. It's just another form of supply. It's just another form of usury, right? But at the same time, they're trying to be nice to you because they're trying to get you to start thinking, well, did you make the right decision? Should I go back? No. You already know the answer to that. And then they'll click a menu within their menu is, okay, hoovering. I'm going to hoover this person. I'm going to do some nice things. I'm going to say some nice things. I'm going to send them a nice email. I'm going to try to text them and be polite. I'm going to try to see if they want to meet up. All of these things is just part of those submenus, right? Just like when you try to call them out and you try to be direct with them, and then they submenu gaslight, deploy gaslighting maneuvers, right? Okay. Evasive action. If they get things calmed down and then they go back into the hoovering mode, then they might deploy the future fake. Oh, we never did this. Oh, we always talked about doing that. I really miss this. If we can, kind of work things out, we'll have to do this and this, like we had originally planned. All these different menu selections are part and parcel of the narcissist arsenal to destroy you. And so to kind of wrap it up, the narcissist toxic behavior, it's just part of who they are and how they operate. So you have to, it's never gonna just stop one day because they all of a sudden had an epiphany that they realized that no, those toxic behaviors are always there, and they will re-emerge. It will re-emerge if you let them back in. It's just a matter of time. Again, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. How long would it be? Would they wait a week? A month? 3 months? 6 months? I doubt it. The thing you got to remember, just to kind of put a bow on this, the other thing you got to remember, guys, is they accelerate their approach, especially as they age. Okay? That's why they say the narcissists get worse with age. This is what happens. That reel in, hoover, maneuver, those other submenus and tactics that they deploy, everything becomes rapid fire. That they want to just boom, 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 and pull you in. And then boom, 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 they get you. And they get you worse. And they play you harder. And it's an ugly outcome. So guys, hope this message reached you well. Please like, share, and subscribe. Stay focused on your healing. As I always say, armor up, work on your boundaries, reflect on what that narcissist did to you, and stay committed to never going back and building a great life and pouring into yourself. Until next time, take care.